now is absolutely a massive opportunity for companies if they get on board and embrace change now. Technology is changing so fast, I think, both in the consumer world and now in the corporate world as well. So organizations, to stay ahead of the curve, they have to be able to embrace change. And it's not just from a technology perspective, but also from the people perspective. So organizations need to find a way of making sure that their employees are able to change and able to embrace change. Everyone needs to be a change agent, and sometimes it's a challenging thing within organizations, but giving people or companies a framework to work with about how to drive change, embed new ways of working is really, really important. And that's sort of the crux of what I do in my job, is help them manage that change process. I think the driver is technology, and then people are almost having to catch up with that, and then that's my sort of personal interpretation. Technology is changing so fast. Many industries are being completely disrupted by technology now, and we now have to almost do a catch-up and help people get on board with that change and the pace of change. I think traditionally people don't like change. We're very happy doing the things that we've always done. We're comfortable in the way that we're working. So taking the technology and actually finding new ways of working and embracing the new ways of working is really important, but it is sometimes difficult. I would suggest following the change methodology that we've developed is really important. It's tried, it's tested, and it's simple to use. So essentially there's 3 key work streams: readiness, communications, and training, and these lead up to a go-live event or a day. The first thing that we talk about in the readiness phase is building a team that can help you succeed. And that means executive sponsorship, someone who's active and visible in the project, who can really lead by example and help the organisation move through the transition. The second piece with that readiness phase, which I just mentioned briefly, is the pulling together a network of champions within the organisation to provide peer-to-peer support and help people along their journey. Communications is the second work stream, and that's all about creating a compelling and engaging message and sharing that with the employees and explaining how this change project ties to the strategy and vision of the organisation. Why should people care about this project being a success? And then you need to give people the training with the skills, the knowledge and ability in order that they're successful in the new way of working. The thing with Google Apps is it's very simple, it's easy to use. My grandma, I spoke on the stage today about my grandma who's 87 years old, who started using Google Apps 2 years ago, completely off her own back. I didn't have to help her at all. So the products themselves are easy to use. And the reason we have, hundreds of millions of people using these products is because they are easy to use. And the functionality is great. It allows people to work in ways that they haven't been able to work in before, and they're ways that are making people's lives easier. So the real-time collaboration, mobility, drives innovation within organizations. So it's very, very powerful stuff. You tying in a change management strategy to drive these new behaviors is the way that organizations are really driving transformation. Google was created on this culture of openness and transparency and treating everyone internally with respect, that your ideas are valued. And we're given the technology that allows anyone within the organization can contribute and collaborate with one another. So it's not this hierarchical information's locked away just for the important people at the top. It's a really open and transparent culture. And I think that is what really inspires a lot of the innovation that we have here at Google. So a lot of it, I think, comes down to hiring. You've got to hire people who want to work in this way, and then giving them the freedom to explore possibilities, to not be afraid of trying things and failing, because that's really where you get innovation from. If you've got people who are willing to try out something new, just give it a go, and that's when the next big idea can come from.